Well, hello everyone and welcome back. So today's focused discussion, pardon me, is a look at the Empress. Now, let's talk about the Empress for a minute. What does she speak to more than anything? She talks to fertility, to growth. She can talk about the extended family. She can talk about the expansion of the family. She's the nurturer, the caregiver. She is the trusted companion to many. She is the Mother Earth. And so we look at her with quite a broad spectrum. Now, a lot of you are having children. You've raised your children. Some of you raising grandchildren. You're the nurturer. Some of you are caring for relatives who can no longer care for themselves. You're the caregiver. Some of you care for the home. Now, what I'm getting here, first of all, we have the Hangman. Oh, by the way, this is the Celtic Dragon deck. I've had it for a while. I don't hardly ever use it. I was being drawn to it for one reason or another. Now the Hangman. What does the Hangman bring to this? He's a few more readings down the road. But what does he really bring to the situation? The mother, the caregiver, the nurturer has been biding her time. Whether you're male, female, if you embody a nurturing spirit, someone that connects truly to the earth, to the security of relationship, because that's what she's about. She's not all about money. Her focus is really about the grounding and the abundance of the people and the things around her. So, in this case, maybe we're talking about an Empress who has been buying her time, waiting for the right opportunity to do something with her life, maybe other than caregiving. She will always be a nurturer. But for some of you, you have never had the opportunity to venture away from her. The Empress is very true to who she is, to her family, to those around her. The one thing that I have to disagree with the Empress on is sometimes she can take on an awful lot, sometimes way more hardship than she deserves. It's part of her journey as a caregiver. So what I really think is some of you have been giving of yourself in a nurturing way to something. And it feels to me with the Hangman, you're sort of buying your time until you can project yourself into another journey, into another phase of life. We have the Chariot next. So if you are in this situation currently, some of you are waiting for the right opportunity to make a choice, a new direction, a new life purpose, a new place to live. Searching for more than what it is that you have had over a period of time where you have felt maybe like you've just been a mother for the past 18 years. I only raised my kids. You know, I only took care of my sick mother for 20 years. I only cared for a schizophrenic relative for 15 some odd years, and now I'm looking for another option. It feels like some of you are actually being given the gift of opening up to new possibilities. The Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this is deeply rooted in family. a family situation, nurturing a family member. Some of you, you've been the caregiver of your family's foundation. Usually she doesn't care much about money. But if you've been in a position where you've had to maintain and care for a family's well-being, I know a lot of wealthy people, and their only job is maintaining the family stability. And so if your primary objective over your lifetime, or even over a certain amount of time, maybe 10 years, 7 to 10, 12 years, maybe some of you, you're being told to prepare yourself to open up for something new. The situation has been connected to family, but that situation may have turned to another place, gone to another level, and now you're being freed up to maybe adventure on in your own life. Maybe you're the caregiver who is finally seeking relief. The Five of Wands. I'm trying to read the photo here. You know, the illustration here shows a woman who is fighting with herself. It feels like the little dragons flying around her head here, they may be children in the situation. Whatever it is that you are battling with yourself here, it feels like hopefully you're at the end of this battle, the battle with people, maybe even feelings, emotions coming forward. It feels like an inner struggle with emotion. This feels like you maybe combating yourself. Do I stay in the situation? Am I still needed in the situation? Can I release myself from this now? Is this saying it's my turn? Is it the caregiver's turn, the nurturer's turn to stop the internal battle which may be keeping you isolated in one place? The family situation where it feels like everyone is dependent on your nurturing energy. Are you being asked to finally release it? Are you going through the battle of whether or not this is the right time to pursue your own objectives? And that's okay. Now we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, you're worried about your security. Now this feels like someone may have left you. Maybe you've been the caregiver to someone who has passed on. And you're wondering, where does my future lead me now? Because now I live in a situation where I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain about my future. I'm uncertain about my finances. And you may feel alone in the world once this person has left you by. This doesn't have to talk about, it doesn't have to talk about financial repression or financial instability because of a loss. It can, if the person you've been caring for has also been a source of income and that person is gone. This leaves you in a situation of maybe feeling like this journey has left you behind now. And so if you're looking to, for some of you, you have to change what you're doing now. You have to pick a new direction. If someone has actually left you. And now the nurturer may feel like she's on the outside looking in. Maybe by choice if you choose to leave the situation, or maybe by need because someone has passed on or another choice is being made. The caregiver, maybe your children are going off to college and you're feeling the empty nest syndrome here. Very well possible here. Someone feels like, you know what, my passion in life has abandoned me now, and where do I go? So you may have gone through this. The Eight of Cups. Like I said, the Eight of Cups here, that talks about leaving things you love behind, as if you're a caregiver and your job goes away, or you're caring for your mother and now she's put into a facility, a father figure who ends up being placed where they can receive better care, and now you feel maybe disappointed, or you feel in one way you have no direction, but you're leaving something behind that you care very much, or you're in fear that this situation is going to end. And then it can talk about the desire, the need to be released from a place where you're feeling like your life is repressed, your life has no movement, you're fighting with yourself whether or not to leave. Some of you are, it's deeply connected, deeply rooted in family. But now you're looking to venture forward. What is it that I'm leaving behind here that maybe I have some guilt about? Maybe I feel some shame about leaving this situation behind. Again, this talks about leaving something behind and walking towards a better future. So it is the release. Are you contemplating leaving behind a situation where you have been the primary caregiver? Now someone else is picking up the ball and you don't know how to move forward. The Four of Cups. Well, this woman is bored. She feels like she may have let some people down. Again, she looks very much like she's contemplating what she needs to do next with her life. There have been some lost opportunities, maybe. Things that maybe she wishes she would have done when she had the chance. Because this woman, I think, feels like some chances in life have escaped her, have gotten by her because of her devotion to this care situation. This woman in the Four of Cups, she's passed up opportunity. A lot of opportunities, maybe one after the other, because of her devotion to a situation where it feels like she's almost been married to the situation. It was such a deep commitment. But now frankly, she's bored. Now, I just knocked this card on the floor and I'm going to show it to you. It is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. What does the Six of Wands want to tell us here? That everything that you've done, if you've been the caregiver, the nurturer, the mother, the devoted one, the long-suffering housewife, and now you're feeling that push for independence. You're feeling that push to be free, but there's some guilt. There may be some shame in the need to move on. And this is saying with the Six of Wands There is really pride in what you've done with your life. There's recognition for everything that you've done, whether people verbally express it or not. You need to know that there is a recognition, even by spirit, that tells you someone in this universe cares about the sacrifice that you made. And now you should feel like you can move forward with pride because of what you've done and because of the sacrifices you've made. The Page of Cups. So for some of you, there's a new opportunity coming forward for you. Now I'm hearing that if you're a woman and you've been desperate for children, your opportunity to have a child will be coming soon to you. You need to be very aware of your timing, be very aware of your natural cycles, and I don't have that here, but I'm really feeling like if you're thinking about having a child, that's where this comes in. If you are thinking that the Empress wants to have children of her own, this is the right opportunity. It's also a good opportunity for adoption. If children are an issue, reach out. Adoption is a possibility. So is surrogacy at this time. Definitely with the Four of Cups. Surrogacy may very well be the answer to what it is that you're wanting to happen here. Let me readjust just a second. Okay, there. All right. Page of Cups. All the young dudes carry the news. Thank you, David Bowie and Mott the Hoople. One of my favorite songs, by the way. Page of Cups. Something satisfactory. Something that warms your heart. Something that has a sense of innocence to it is going to be presented to those who are receptive to it. That's all I can say here. The Empress, her receptivity is like on a timer. The mood has to be right. Her cycle needs to be right. She's very much about her feminine timing. So, this opportunity, again, it is really about cycles, heightened, even physical awareness about that time. There's an ideal opportunity, whether it's physical, whether it's spiritual, whether it's on a romantic level. There's something that's going to be presented here. For some of you, it's on this journey forward. Once the nurturer becomes the child again, is the nurturer going to become the innocent one? Is this starting life over again for some of you? With innocence, with a carefree step, ready to welcome in a sense of youthful fun. I think that's a good message for some of you who are coming out of a time. This is where it's going. For some of you, the Two of Cups. If you have been the caregiver and your life feels like it's been almost isolated in that care, something new is presenting itself to some of you. On the Two of Cups, it can be a connection with love. It can be the connection of self-love. It can be connection to spirit. And it can be The realization that you have found what it is that you are meant to do with your life. The Two of Cups is all kinds of attraction. That can be on any level for my Empress. The Ace of Wands. So this Empress, she seeks what it is that she wants. She grabs a hold because she has the fire and the passion. And she rides the rainbow. She takes her needs, her wants, her desires to another level now. The Empress is growing. And through that growth, she finds beauty, and she finds inner beauty. You're on a very sensual path of growth. You've got growth now in all elements of your life here. Every aspect of your life is growing. So I think your rewards as the nurturer, as the caregiver, as the one who wiped the noses and wiped the asses and cooked dinners every night for 18, 19 years. For those of you, and I have orbs moving around me, guys, for those of you who have devoted themselves to the nurturing, there are choices in front of you. They're new. They are absolutely new. Some of them are really very much connected to love. Maybe on this journey you've never really had the opportunity to connect with an ideal partner, while our Empress in this situation is connecting with that ideal partner at some point. But it's very immature, and it's, to me, if you're already in it, it started out from brand new. So some of you are actually meeting someone that you've wanted. It's a connection you've wanted to make for a very long time. I think it's a new energy, a new person. I can associate the fire energy in it, but I can associate the fire sign energy in my my Empress too. She brings it. She brings that solid energy of passion and desire. So as you transition from a lifetime of devotion and caregiving, and now you're looking at the possibility of having this new beginning, what are we looking at? The King of Wands. Absolutely perfect for you guys. He is the ideal partner. He's here with the Two of Cups, with the new beginning, the Ace of Wands, and the King. He's romantic. He's passionate. He shares your ideals and your direction. If you haven't met this person yet, it's because they haven't presented themselves yet. The Page of Cups, he brings the news, and until you get that news, you will not experience him yet. But you need to know that he is part of your future. Now, the underlying energy through that reading has been the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. So, she walks away from the things in her life that have played themselves out, that have left her behind, or the things that she has chosen to left behind. For some of you, you're consciously choosing to leave this caregiver situation behind. I think if that's the truth, if this is talking about a family that's grown, a husband that after 20, 25 years, he's a grown-ass man now, I think he can take care of himself. If this is you separating yourself from a devoted Empress situation where maybe you didn't always get the recognition that you required, I think finally maybe the boredom in the situation has caught up with you, Maybe just the sheer frustration of never hearing thank you. To me, this almost feels like Spirit is rewarding you for putting up with a lot of almost neglective stuff being thrown at you. You probably washed your children's underwear faithfully for 18, 19, 20 years. And when that child walked out the door for the last time to be on their own, did they say thank you for everything you've done? Because if they didn't, that's where some of the dissatisfaction with this life has been. And now you're wanting to change your life. The Empress in this reading has been a devoted woman, a caring wife, a loving mother, a devoted daughter, a niece, a nephew, an aunt, an uncle, someone who provided home or shelter or both, security, a shoulder to cry on, and a hand to wipe your forehead, and someone to clean up your sick. You have been there for somebody, but I almost feel like there's a sense of ingratitude that's been a conflicting energy maybe for a long time. And this Empress is finally ready to start her own adventure. Male, female, if you've been the nurturer, if you've been the caregiver, maybe it's time for you to have an adventure of your own. That's the message that I'm getting here. Now, I'm not going to look at my Goldens. I don't need them. I have my Ascended Masters deck, and since our Empress stems deeply from the Ascended Masters deck, I wanted to see what message they may have for you. I'm picking one message only, and that's the one. Here we go. Maitreya speaks of the power of joy. I'm going to get that definition in just 1 second. The power of joy. Stay positive and filled with faith to manifest your desires into reality. Find the humor in all situations. Enjoy a good laugh. Develop hobbies that bring you pleasure. To find your life's purpose, do what brings you joy. To bring your desired outcome, follow the path of joy. Your life's purpose is supported by joy and passion. The passion you feel when you're thinking about or working on your purpose. The joy that you feel within a relationship keeps them alive, exciting and growing. The joy that comes from your hobbies gives you extra energy. All of the emotions, the joy has the highest energy, the highest vibration. Joy, the power to remove all obstacles and to attract all of your needs. Joy reminds you that you needn't suffer at all. We can fulfill our purpose, help others, and heal through the power of joy. This is from Doreen Virtue, Ascended Masters deck again. So, I really think that message speaks loudly to the phase through the journey that the Empress is on right now. I get it. There is a lot of ickiness and a lot of ugliness that comes with being the caregiver. I did it. I did it with my ailing parents, my seriously demented parents. One was a schizophrenic, And the other one was my father, and he wasn't any better than the schizophrenic. In fact, he had Alzheimer's. Sorry, with I think I'm getting it now too. No, he had Alzheimer's with Lewy body dementia, and so we were chasing his half-naked body down the street all the time. So I understand the point that the caregiver finds themselves in. And the Empress can lose her desire to proceed after a while. And some of you, with your children leaving home maybe, with your husband who may have gone off and found himself a girlfriend after 30 years of devoted marriage, you're looking for your own life. You're looking for your own journey. You're reaching out to find your own direction. And I think that's what I've got for my Empress, my Empresses today. Now, if you decide you want a reading meant just for you, if this is the summer of 2017, I've got a sale going on right now, guys. Go on over, take a look. Prices are lower, and I've added time on each purchased reading, so go on over and take a look. Also, over at Vimeo, I've got a growing library. Weekly readings, yes, 99 cents. Energy readings, life purpose readings, readings about divorce, separation, career, upward mobility, family, friends. There's a lot of information over there. Go look around. All you have to do is scan down the page. I haven't figured out how to sort all that stuff out yet, and I'm not going to. Take a look all the way down. Once you get to the stuff that's $2.50, stop. I have to remove those, but 99 cents all the way down. Check it out. Okay, my Empress fans, reach out to me again if you want me. You know how to reach me. The information is here. And guys, take care. Until the next reading, which will be the Emperor, coming up soon. Be well, everyone. And peace.